Alright, so now that we've stamped our image 5 times to build up that beautiful white image, what we're going to do is we're going to take a palette of colors. It's a Petal Point from Clear Snap. It is their new palette. It is called the Shabby Chic. And I love the colors that are in this palette. I love the Petal Points because they do actually hold a large amount of ink for such a small pad, and I love the very fine point that allows me to be very specific of where I'm adding my ink. It's got a nice little handle to hold on to. I am just inking my flowers with the pink. And don't worry about any over-inking onto areas that you did not want pink, because you can take a Q-tip, which is just a marvelous craft tool, and in this case a marvelous erase tool, because I'm simply removing the pink from my stamped image that I don't want it to be, i.e. on the leaves. So now I can pick that up, put it into my sub, stand up, because we now know large stamp need to get some good pressure on there. And we can begin adding the pink layer, just like in the computer, one color at a time. It allows us to build this image one layer at a time. Alright, so now we have stamped that pink layer 3 times, building up that image, building up that color value on the project. And so now I'm going to go after the center of the flowers. Remember, when you're using pigment ink, it has a much longer open time, meaning that it stays wet on the project a long time, and so that is also staying nice and open on our stamp, so it doesn't really matter how long we take to stamp our images. So you can relax when you're working from color to color. It's not going to dry on you on your rubber stamp. And you can see now that I've added the sweet melon portion of the palette, I'm now again going to go in with my magic erase tool and remove the extra sweet melon to just the interior of the flowers. And now looking at this, I really do want that orange to be stronger, so I can change my mind. I've gone into my arsenal of toys and I've come up with the coral color in pigment ink. And I'm going to go from the sweet melon to the coral. My coral stamp pad. I have got my Clear Snap Color Box Stylus. I've applied a white foam tip that I reserve for my orange based pigment inks, and I've applied the ink to the center using my stylus rather than my full-size stamp pad. Then, of course, using my magic Q-tip, my erase tool, I have taken away the excess ink away from where I do not want it to appear, and I can go in now and stamp the centers of my flowers in that deeper shade. There, I'm a happy girl now. I've added the lettuce color from the Shabby Chic palette, and of course I've used the Q-tip to remove the lettuce from where I don't want it to appear. And I'm going to re-stamp my image. Now at this point I have absolutely lost track of how many times I have stamped this image. Look what we're getting. Beautiful, beautiful image, one color at a time. Photoshop layers, folks, Photoshop layers, done without the computer.